Hi, so the project that I chose, well, the video that I chose was the gender project, the project debrief, and there's my screenshot and everything. So the age groups of the children or the grade level, they look to be middle school children. They actually didn't give an exact grade level, but yes, they look to be about middle school age. And they're essentially just talking about gender and gender roles in our societies, the origins of gender roles, and how they basically impact our society and affect us as a whole. Um, and the reasons for gender roles, and they're also discussing their presentations and presentation skills. The teachers and people are kind of guiding them on that. And this lesson, it was on gender roles and why we have them. This project was on gender roles and why we have them. They essentially gave examples of how gender roles are in our society. Um, and they basically, for their project, they one of the assignments that they did, they had words that were defined as masculine and feminine, and they had to place them in each one and discuss the biases and why they were like that. I also saw students presenting things about gender and how prominent they are in our society. The teachers are basically observing the students, and they're also helping them. They're teaching them things. They're very interactive with the students. They're asking them questions, and they're helping the students come up with different materials. The students are discussing the topic of gender and gender roles. They're presenting, and they're also asking and answering questions that the teachers may have for them. Um, they're typically in groups discussing gender and doing some of the different activities that they had to do over this project. They're talking about the gender roles. Some are sitting down in different clips, and the teachers are asking them questions and teaching them about gender and gender roles and how they feel about gender roles in our society. Some are writing down things like putting different words and characteristics of like each gender or masculine and feminine. They're putting them with a match. Some are on whiteboards. And some teachers, the technology that I did see in the video is that some teachers were using their laptops, but I noticed this video was uploaded in 2009, so technology and things like that were not as prominent. But yes, I did see a laptop, and I was kind of surprised to see that. What does it make me wonder? It essentially makes me I don't know. I just feel like that this is a really good topic to speak on because gender roles are in our society. They're very prominent, and sometimes gender roles are not the best thing for some cases and scenarios. So I think that it's very important that students are taught about gender and gender roles at an early age so they can kind of knock down any biases that they may have regarding their gender or the opposite gender. And I feel like that can just help a lot of things and a lot of issues that we have in our society. Um, a question that I would ask is, how do gender roles impact you? Like, how do you feel as if gender roles impact you in your everyday life? Because a lot of times I feel like students may not think about that. You may not even think about gender roles, but since they're learning about them, I think that that's a very important question to ask. Some people may see the whole concept of gender and gender roles as like a controversial topic, but I personally don't think so. Like I said, it's a very prominent thing. We have them, we have to deal with them kind of. So it's important that we're educated on them. What do I think? Uh, I think this was a very important and effective lesson, especially for those age of children, because they look pretty young. So it's very good to learn about gender roles and the importance of them and how they're in our society at a age that young. Um, I don't think that gender roles and things are really taught in grades K through 12 because I don't ever remember learning about them in my school years. So I think that that was something different about this lesson that I actually did like, and I think that it's very effective. And like I said, I do think that everyone should kind of be taught about them during grade school. I like the entire lesson, and I like that it was interactive. So the teachers were interacting with the students. They were also observing them. They were helping them. They were asking questions to guide the students. The students had the opportunity to ask questions to the teachers and things. And I essentially enjoyed everything about this lesson. I didn't really have anything that I disliked. I think they did a very well job. So yes.